Thank you, Chairman, members of the committee. It's a pleasure to appear before you. I'll change the tone a little here. I'm representing and a guest of the Virginia Energy Independence Alliance. I have a PhD in ecology from the University of British Columbia and an honorary Doctor of Science from North Carolina State University. I was a co-founder of Greenpeace in 1971, spent 15 years in the leadership in the top committee of that organization, and the last 6 years I was one of 5 directors of Greenpeace International. I left Greenpeace in 1986 because my fellow directors, in my view, had abandoned science and logic and were adopting extremist and zero-tolerance policies that I could not defend with my knowledge of science. I have been for some time and am now Chair and Chief Scientist of Green Spirit Strategies Limited, operating out of Vancouver, Canada, around the world. Since then, I have worked to develop environmental policy based on science and logic through the pursuit of sustainable development and balancing environmental, social, and economic priorities, seeking win-win solutions, working through consensus to find that balance. My new book, Confessions of a Greenpeace Dropout, The Making of a Sensible Environmentalist, presents my views on this and many other subjects. With regard to the subject that you are deliberating, a sensible environmentalist recognizes that nuclear energy is clean, safe, reliable, and cost-effective. President Obama explicitly included nuclear energy as a clean energy technology in his recent State of the Union address. A sensible environmentalist recognizes that the 4 nuclear reactors in Virginia and the other 100 reactors in the United States absolutely require uranium for their fuel. There is no substitute. A sensible environmentalist knows that uranium mining is carried out safely in many countries around the world, including my country of Canada, which produces about 1/4 of the world's uranium in the province of Saskatchewan. The people who work in these mines, never mind the people who live in surrounding communities, are healthier in terms of disease and longevity than the general Canadian population. Similar to the fact published by Columbia University in 2004, a survey of the health history of 54,000 uranium industry workers in nuclear plants in the United States, that they have less cancer, fewer disease, and live longer than their counterparts in the general population of the United States. It is one of the healthiest industries one can work in by statistics. A sensible environmentalist realizes that it is completely unrealistic, in the extreme, to be opposed to both fossil fuels and nuclear energy in Virginia, or in the United States for that matter. But in Virginia, between the two of those, they account for 95% of the electricity produced in the state. A sensible environmentalist would support uranium mining in Virginia so long as it adopts best environmental practices, including water management, waste management, and ecological restoration. I, with my colleagues, have visited mining operations, including uranium mining operations, around the world, in Southeast Asia, Africa, in South America, all through North America, and Europe. And we have seen the changes that have occurred with the concept of sustainable development and ecological restoration over the past 30 years. I've been in the environmental movement for 40 years myself. Tremendous strides have been made in improving all aspects. As many of the people here who are expressing concerns about uranium mining point out, water management and waste, or mainly tailings and waste rock management, are key issues and need to be deliberated carefully. But I can assure you that the experience of people around the world shows that these can be done balancing environmental, social, and economic priorities. Thank you very much.